All right, more of this, please. Watch. Utah teacher goes on threatening political rant against student who does not agree with far-left ideology. And luckily, she got fired. So this is what I'd like to see more of, is based kids getting into the classroom with the hidden cameras, busting these uppity, disgusting, fat, dumpy, dive bar dwelling, swarthy, hook-nosed, probably member of the tribe, psycho far-left teachers who threaten their kids for not agreeing with her politics. Let's check out the video that this Chad got. But also, yeah, if you're going to do this, make sure you check out the laws in your state. You know, if you're allowed to record and post it. I think in many a state you are. And yeah, throw it up on Rumble too. New tech. I didn't know that Rumble had like a nice embedder like this. This is nice and sleek and fucking not swarthy, not kinky. So we're going to check this video out and see this audit that happened at this classroom.
I'll straight up call it out. I'm like so over it.
Oh my God,
Okay, well, I would be super proud of you if you chose to get the vaccine. But yeah.
So, like, this is awesome. It's great start to the year. I already have. Is that, like, the reason it's called the Delta chart? I mean, obviously, I didn't want to use vaccine.
Yeah. We'll just keep getting Delta, we'll just keep getting variants over and over and over until people get vaccinated. It's never going to end. Exactly.
She's one of these people that probably thinks that you need to stay inside until nobody ever dies again. I guess. I don't really know. These crazy histrionic twats, dude. I really resent the fact that women are incentivized to act this way. Like, 30 seconds in, she's already obnoxious. She's shilling for the vaccine in her classroom. How revolting. And if some kid is like, wait a minute, I'm a teenager. I don't fucking need to think about COVID, and neither do you. I mean, you're like a 30-something, and yeah, you're like dumpy and unhealthy looking and bad physiognomy and everything. And you probably like spend a lot of your time at dive bars snorting drugs and hooking up with random dudes. But like, you know, you're responsible for that, not 17-year-olds that you're about to berate and bully using your platform to like intimidate them into compliance. Yeah, so 30 seconds into this video, I already hate this twat.
It could end in 5 seconds if people would get vaccinated. Yes. I hate Donald Trump. I'm going to say it. I don't care what y'all think. Trump sucks. He is a sexual predator. He's a literal moron.
He's like literally like a moron and a sexual predator. I mean, come on, dude. We've been over this grab her by the pussy type shit. This is so 4 years ago, okay? Like, and also Creepy Joe likes to grope and sniff people. Neither one are going to be groping this fupa here, though. I can tell you that. Maybe they will. Maybe Creepy Joe would. But yeah, that just goes to show how histrionic and like borderline personality disorder, psycho most women in general, but like liberal women are. They can see or hear, a joke that one guy tells that they don't like and deem it sexual predation, but then see like countless pictures and videos of the other guy that they do support sniffing children without consent and then see no problem. Or if I bet you if you cornered her on the issue, she'd probably pivot to all men are predators or patriarchy or something delusional and psychotic like that. So, yeah.
Go tattle on me to the freaking admin. They don't give a crap.
Ha, you got fired. Yeah, they do.
No, he is not.
What are you talking about?
Turn off the Fox News. Do your parents listen to Fox News? So what? This is my classroom, and if you guys are going to put me at risk, you're going to hear about it. Because I have to be here. I don't have to be happy about the fact that there's kids coming in here with their variants that could possibly get me or my family sick. That's rude.
I thought you had like 9 million jabs, though, and you wore your cloth face kippa dutifully for however long. So, like, aren't you good? Aren't you, like, psychotic enough and, you know, hypochondriac enough? whatever, dude. If you take COVID-19 seriously, I just, you're dead to me anyway. I really, like, I think we need to cancel these people back. I think we need to just put these people on camera and get them fired from their jobs. We gotta orchestrate 1-star raids on their fucking businesses, dude. We gotta fight back, dude. Okay, like, the right needs to actually start getting street smart the way these people are. Like, I mean, except for this display, right? She's counting on, like, the idea that nobody's gonna bust out a phone and start recording her being horrible. But fuck yeah, they did, and they busted her. But who knows? I mean, she's probably gonna get rehired someplace else, and, like, the fact that, you know what I mean? Like, the fact that she did act this way will probably be a selling point for many a job, probably a nonprofit or, like, whatever, you know? But do film your remarks as professors. I'm kind of sad that it appears that Facebook page run by Vince James is not up anymore. That was an invaluable resource to waking a lot of people up, but...
And I'm not going to pretend like it's not. So don't ask me
You have
to.
all the right to.
That's damn right.
Why is she so, like, potty-mouthed, too? I mean, it would have never occurred to me that a teacher would talk like this. I literally had not a single teacher growing up that talked like that, ever. I mean, I speak like a sailor, but teachers are supposed to have a little bit more class, aren't they? They're not supposed to act like dive bar scene skanks who just have a chip on their shoulder for no logical reason. You know, they're not supposed to act like belligerent drunks at some, like, River West dive bar, you know, that just got done snorting coke in the bathroom, right? That's how she's acting. She's acting like it's the end of the bar, you know, it's like the end of the night. It's like 2 a.m. and she's about to, like, either get into a fight or hook up with some random dude, right? She's acting like a psycho college bitch.
I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to lie. If you ask me a legit question, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it either. Because y'all need to hear the truth.
Hey, I 100% agree. You have an opinion.
She said y'all like 10 times. Do you think she's affecting that to appeal to whatever Blake students are in her classroom, if there are any? You know? Like, I wonder if she's trying to appeal to the Blake students or whatever. Why would you say y'all like that? Y'all need to Why would you affect that sass? Why would you do that? It's so cringe, especially when fellow whites do it.
I'm also just a dumb teenager.
You don't have to be, though. That's the thing. Most of y'all parents are dumber than you. I'm going to say that out loud.
Most of y'all parents.
My parents are freaking dumb. Okay? And the minute I figured that out, the world opens up. You don't have to do everything your parents say, and you don't have to believe everything your parents believe.
I believe. God, women are so obnoxious. Okay, so, dude, this is just, like, so cliche. I mean, this is what... she's acting like a caricature of what a just disgusting far leftist shitlib teacher is acting like. She's telling the kids to, like, reject their family, reject their nation, reject their race, hate white people, hate men. It's just, like, so obvious. I guarantee you she's got hostility toward, like, white men. Just as cliche as that is becoming, and that's how we gotta treat it, too. It's like, oh, okay, you're just another walkie-talkie cliche with a chip on your shoulder about white dudes. Oh, okay. Like, we gotta make them feel ashamed for who they are. Conservatives never fight back in that regard. They don't cancel people, and they don't, like, point out exactly what people are. Just histrionic, abusive, sadistic, lying psychos with fupas and hook noses and hatred for white people.
Because most likely you're smarter than them.
I 110% disagree. My parents are geniuses. I'm the idiot of the family. Like 110%.
You can believe what you want to believe, but keep it quiet in here because I'm probably going to make fun of you. Okay, I'll just...
So she's straight up saying that she's going to bully the classroom. She's going to bully the classroom if she even sniffs, like, quasi right-wing values on you. She's just going to, like, relentlessly make fun of you and encourage effectively the other students to bully you as well. if you send your kids to school, you're basically committing child abuse at this point. Like, holy fuck, dude. How can parents say that they 100% love their kids if they drop their kids off at daycare or school? How? Seriously, how can you possibly say that you love your kids? And then, like, the kid doesn't perform well and he has to go on Ritalin or, like, antidepressants or whatever. He's like this usually he has to do that. I wonder if there's a kid in here, like a white kid who is on drugs, right? Because he can't pay attention in this awful woman's class. And it's just like life is just pretty much fucked for him. Like, just kind of miserable and, like, blah, you know? Have you ever tried to sleep while you're taking that Ritalin? I mean, I was on that when I was a kid, okay? You can't sleep. You can barely eat. You have to trudge your way into the classroom. And when I was going to school, people like this were nowhere to be found as far as teachers. I don't recall. I mean, maybe one guy was quasi like this, but nowhere near, nowhere fucking near this bitchy. I mean, the teachers were still biatches, but not in a far left political context, not in that cringy new woke kind of context. No siree.
Let's say this. Here are the topics that you probably want to avoid in this class. Politics, which you went into. You asked me.
It's kind of fun to talk about it. Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Oh, I could go off on it the whole entire class period if you want me to. But I'm not going to because it's chemistry. We need to do some chemistry. If you don't believe in climate change, get the hell out.
I'll be dead.
Okay?
Why do you have to get out of the classroom if you don't believe in climate change? And what does it mean? What does it mean to, quote, not believe in climate change? She's going to frame it as, well, excuse me, miss, it's really not as big of a deal as you think because such and such study that I will now earnestly and meekly cite now. Shut up, get the hell out of here, I'm a fat, blah, 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 blah. Give me my pie and my wine, blah, 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 blah. Give me my kitty and my Netflix, blah, 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 blah. I really don't fucking like teachers. I really don't like them. They are glorified prison guard turnkeys. That's what fucking teachers are. I hate them. They are leftist fucking just social and economic parasites, okay? They overvalue themselves. They have such an inflated ego about what they do. Like, dude, a fucking 18-year-old with, like, average grades and like a decent literacy, like reading comprehension level, with a slightly above average intelligence and maturity level, basically like ever so like the bar is so fucking low. Like, you could teach a class like this so easily better than this broad. We're already seeing it. Like, if you were just like a slightly above average maturity level 18-year-old, not even like AP student, just able to read well, you could teach a class better than this disgusting hog. You could so easily do it. So I mean, it's just like, why are we paying these people, like, they should be getting like freaking minimum wage for this quality of work. But they're getting like, what, 60 to 120K a year sometimes? It's like, or even more. Wow. And you want to know why property taxes are where they are and why cost of living in cities is where it is. You can definitely look at teachers. You can look at schools. You can look at teachers' unions. They are a large contributor to it. Because we have to have money for the teachers. Shout out to Aaron Clary. The teachers, as he likes to say.
That's it. That you think that. You're the problem with the world. Okay? If you're a homophobe, get out.
Thank you.
Because I am the GSA faculty advisor.
Ugh.
I love gay people.
Ugh.
All LGBTQIA plus mother.
Plus, you mean pedo? So what if there was like a Chad that piped up right the fuck now and said, no, 2% of the population, 40% of the pedos, and Dahmer and Gacy. I mean, what? The fact that there aren't more Chads in classrooms and more people recording their teachers, more like boss students who are doing this, do you think it's because like right-wing content is just completely scrubbed off of mainline tech and like the new generation isn't really picking it up as quickly. I mean, maybe that's it. They're not picking up like the fact that this is just an inexcusable like, ugh, They're not picking up on how like exactly how inexcusable this person is as a teacher. And in what direction, right? And in what direction this rhetoric leads, all that stuff. They're not really. It would appear that, I mean, I guess I'm assuming here. I'm basically assuming that if left uninhibited, like right-wing content on the internet would probably influence way more kids to do this sort of thing, right? If a page like Film Your Marxist Professors was still up, right? If all those like hardcore right-wing channels like Molyneux and LSUP were still up, I think there'd be a whole army of kids doing this sort of stuff, just auditing teachers, raising their hand, being like, no, this study, you're wrong, you're just objectively wrong. I know you're like drunk all the time and you're high all the time and you have an inflated ego the size of Jupiter, but you're fucking wrong. And here's why. Like, no, there's not enough kids doing that. And just straight up just recording them being horrible, right? Like, audit these motherfuckers.
If you don't like it, get out. If I hear you say a damn word against any of them, I will open a can. And I will make your life a living hell. And they know it. If you say shiz to any LGBTQ kid in the school, I will hear about it. And you will be in trouble.
Ugh. I love you.
I think I love you even more.
I fucking like I love you. If you say shiz, is that like a gay reference to like a mixture of shit and jizz, like Santorum or something? That's just creepy, dude. To be like overtly pro-gay, it's just really fucking weird and creepy, dude. But yeah, luckily she was fired for that outburst, which is cool. In my opinion, she's probably going to get rehired someplace else, maybe at some nonprofit or maybe even another school, which means that the damage that this kind of lady can do psychologically to the students, I mean, it's probably just going to be carried over into another avenue. The teacher claimed that even if the students told the administration about what she was saying, nothing would be done to her. However, she has now been she's been fired. Update. Quote, we became aware late this afternoon of an incident that took place today in one of our high school classrooms. An immediate investigation ensued. The school district said in a statement, the employee has been put on administrative leave, fired. Hell yeah. She's probably collecting like unemployment though, and she's probably gonna get even fatter, like sitting on her ass collecting unemployment and like smoking weed and shit. On your dime, Utahns. Pending a thorough investigation. This behavior is inappropriate, not reflective of the professional conduct and decorum we'd expect of our teachers, and will not be tolerated. Well, what do they say about cockroaches, right? If you see one, there's probably like 7 more for that one. So they're probably just in damage control mode. I highly suggest that more Chad kids bust out the camera phones more. And just create that chilling effect that they're trying to do to us, that they've very successfully done to us, right? Seriously, cancel them back. Cancel culture in and of itself is not the problem. The problem is that good, decent Americans are getting canceled while evil, disgusting, hook-nosed psychos like this who bite foreskins off of children. I mean, these people are remaining mostly uncanceled because conservatives will not fight back, okay? So please start auditing these motherfuckers. Check the laws in your state on whether or not it's okay, right? But just figure it out, all right? But until then, upload the video, subscribe, share, hit me up on new tech, because old tech sucks. It's going away the dinosaur. And hit my Subscribe Star link up, or Teespring. No, not Teespring. My t-shirt link up, because that would be awesome. Link tree in description.